Got something in. We're excited. Seat covers! So we got these on BJ's Offroad. We did a custom color selection. Got a little darker stitching. Yeah, stitching. So opening them up, I'm so excited. This is my world. I had a dream that I opened the box and sliced through them, and it was
I was literally about to say,
I'm gonna be extremely careful. I'm probably just gonna shoe them and open it instead of like cutting down the middle. Like that. Oh, that's so pretty! That's nice. Oh yeah.
It's not as dark as I thought.
It's not nearly as dark as I thought.
I was thinking it was gonna be like dark brown.
So did I.
So I mean, as you know, our seats are a little worse for wear. And yeah. So we're gonna pull them out, touch the foam up, kind of get the foam a little bit better shape.
These have foam.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, come over here.
Oh. Well, disregard.
These are nice. These are really nice.
So what color did you get?
I got...
Oh, they do have foam in them.
Yeah. They are one tone. These are Bisque. And then I got Teak stitching. So the stitching's it's kind of hoping to be a little bit darker than that, but it's not bad at all.
So compared to original,
they're one tone.
it's pretty... I can't get a good shot, but that's a little bit lighter. But our door panels are light, so that's disgusting right there. I gotta clean that up. But yeah, Bisque is the color. It's hard to tell. We ordered the paper color chart. Paid like $6 for it, and it's absolutely useless. So
it's completely useless.
We love BJ's, but don't waste your time ordering. That. Did you order that from BJ's or Katzkin?
I got that from BJ's. On the little thing that they sent us, it's 2 or 3 pages that you fold open, and on the very bottom it's like, do not use this as an accurate color guide because the actual color product may vary.
And it varies a lot.
And I was like, I don't. I ordered this so I could pick what color. So, but I'm happy with the picture on their website says Bisque, but it looks lighter than this.
It does a little bit, yeah.
But it's got really good, that's a good layer of foam. These are, I mean, I'm really happy with these so far with how they look.
There's a lot of foam in the front.
I also purchased, I don't know if we're actually going to need this or not. Got it at the Hobby Lobby. Some polyfoam. This is 2 pieces, each one's 1 inch thick, because on the armrest, right where your elbow goes, is like it's a chunk missing. And so I figured this would be a good way to make sure that when we do put these covers on, it's not like, you know, like a loose spot. And then I also bought this. I don't know if we're gonna use this or not, but it's like a cotton batting that I think it'll be an extra layer on some of these spots on our seat covers that are just, I mean, they're just disintegrating in a way. And so I've used this when I've done like upholstery projects, just to kind of line whatever foam or whatever kind of packing that you have. This kind of lines it, and it breathes real well because it's cotton. And so I bought this to use just in case. And these were all 30% off, and I think this was $8 and this was $4. So total it was like $8, so it wasn't very much at all. To do this, just in case we needed it, we got it on hand. If we don't, then we'll find something else to do with it. So.
To remove the back seat, there are 2 big brackets with 3 bolts apiece. You just take those bolts out, and the back seat will tilt and come right out.
To take this back, these were just tucked in all the way, and so you just kind of have to fish them out, and then you're going to find the zipper. Our zipper's broken, so I'm just having to do it with my finger, but they were just kind of tucked in there. They just take that and just tuck it in, so you just have to pull it out.
Maybe there's some money in there.
Ooh, maybe there is.
You can tell there's a little color difference. It looks more different on camera than it is in real life. And if this was clean, it might look more. Like a back seat.
Look at there.
Typically, this stuff is better if you do on a sunny day and lay it out in the sun, let it get hot, and it really, really softens up the material, and you don't have to fight with it so hard. But it's nice. All these will smooth out as it gets hot, and you know, you sit in it, it'll smooth itself out.
Yeah, there's a little bump right there, a little bump right there. That's where it's been folded.
Hey, that's not bad for.
And how long did it take us to put this on? 15 minutes?
At the most, yeah.
I mean, it didn't take
It
us very long.
zips on.
This one zips on. I think the next ones are going to be a little bit trickier. Okay, bottom back seat. It's full of these little things all the way around, holding this on, hoping we don't have to replace each and every one, because the other side, the new one comes with like a plastic.
Got it on. It's a pain in the butt. You're supposed to have the little hognose clips. We forgot to order some, didn't even think about it. So we just reused the old ones, the ones that weren't too bent, out of shape bad. And so we just kind of went around with a pair of pliers. I had these Corbin pliers. They have a offset groove. They work pretty good, but they make special pliers. So if you're gonna do it, I'd get a set of those. It'd make your life a whole lot easier. And we also use zip ties to kind of fill in a few spots here
This
and
part
there.
had a rope,
Yeah,
and
they had
so we figured a zip tie would do just as good as a rope.
So we just kind of, anywhere we had doubts, we just kind of put a little zip tie in there just to snug it up. But I don't know, I think it's gonna look fine because the seat pan screws through. That looks real good. Screws through and holds it as well. So, all right, let's put it on.
It looks really, really good. That looks really good. Well, now we kind of know what to expect for the next one. No more carpeted back. Nice and smooth. Looks good. It's quitting time. The removal and installation of the seat covers was almost identical on the two front seats. To begin with, we removed the base that had the adjustment controls on it. It was 4 bolts. We got that out of the way so that we could work a lot easier. Next, we removed all the hog clips from around the bottom of the frame of the front chairs. Next, we pulled the bottom, the seat cushion portion, up and off of the actual cushion part, the foam part. It did have some hog clips that went down the main sides that kept it snug, so you had to be sure to remove those as well. It won't come off unless you take those off, so you'll find those pretty quickly. Then we took apart the backrest and the seat rest. They were actually connected to each other with a little rod, a little metal rod that went through a little sleeve down in the crack of the seats where the seats actually connect. You have to undo some hog clips around there and then kind of fish them out of the middle. It was kind of tedious, but it's not hard to get to, and you'll find them pretty quickly. Save those rods because you're going to use them when you install the next one, because that's one of the flaws of these seat covers. They were missing these. Then you have to take the top backrest cover off. It slides off. It does have little plastic channel guides that keep it snug. You do have to come straight up with it. It's not going to pull out from those, so you do have to come up. And you really have to just work with it. It will eventually come off. You can squeeze the foam along the lumbar area. That helps get it to move a little bit easier. And then you have to kind of work the seat cover around the headrest buttons. They have some teeth, so getting them around the first kind of tan color or whatever color yours are is the first part, and then you can get them around the black part a lot easier. It's a really tight fit, but you can get them off. It's not too hard. Because the Katzkin covers don't come with any kind of extra foam, we're taking some of this poly foam that I got at Hobby Lobby, and we're cutting it to fill in this little gap. Shaving off just a little bit, just so that once we get the cover on, it doesn't have quite as much wiggle room, because you can feel the extra outside. And we're just putting this on with some automotive adhesive for headliners. Works really well.
Put it in there crooked there, boss.
Well,
Good gracious.
there it is. It's fine. Watch yourself, man. To put the seat covers back on the front seats, we started by putting the back on first. You have to make sure that you line up the little plastic guides that are on the seat covers with the channels that are on the actual chair. It's easiest to do this with two people, one person holding it up and the next person filing them in the little channels. Once you get them in the channels, we didn't have any trouble with it popping back out, but just be aware that it could. And so make sure that as you walk the cover down, that you're being mindful that those channels are there and that you need the guides to be inside those channels. When we were pulling it onto the seat, we pulled a little bit on the left and then a little bit on the right and just slowly walked it down, pulling really hard. This seemed to work better than trying to just do one of us on one side and the other on the other side. It worked better with two people pulling on the same side and just swapping back and forth. Once we got to the bottom, or we got it as far on as we could, we flipped the chair over and started pushing and really squeezing the foam to really try to get it on really tight. But flipping it over and squeezing and pulling from a different angle really helped. Now to cut these, he's just using a little straight razor. And where are you going? Are you following something?
Just kind of feeling of the button underneath. Starting small and just kind of trimming my way out.
It trims pretty easy.
Yeah. The way that cover is, you got a little bit of room in there, so.
Well, and so it's got these button light covers, and then you're also gonna have your headrest on it too, so.
But I'm staying, there's a black and then a tan. I'm staying just inside of that black button.
You don't want to rush this little part because it's, okay. There's the black button. And there's a tan one. And it creates it's got teeth on the bottom one, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Next, we put on the seat portion cover. We pulled it through the crack where the two seats meet and then attached the clips in the middle of the seat. So there's clips that you had to take out that kept it snug on the inside of the seat. We did those first, and then we folded the rest of the seat cover around the bottom of the chair. Okay, what we're doing is we're taking these hog rings, we're putting it through this fiber, and there's a bar down here that we're attaching it to, and then just clamping it. And that keeps this row right here tucked down. You have to do that on both sides. I think it's got 3 spots on either side. Did this go down?
This goes first, the flap, then this goes over the top of it.
That's right.
The front to the backrest, they have, this is where it comes in at. But that's not, on the factory ones, there was 2 rods sewn. There was, in other words, there was a rod sewn here, and that attached to this. But on these, they didn't put us a rod there. So you don't,
It's missing. It's missing this plastic thing because you use this to fasten it with the hog nose.
And there should be one of
There
those
should be one
here
right here, but there's not.
for you to attach that to. Now we might could. No, you can't go around that stitching because it just wouldn't look right.
Yeah, well, it would pin.
So there should be a plastic strip here, but they didn't do one. So we took the long rod out of the back seat, drilled and tapped it here, and so now we'll
fasten it to
that. Problem solved.
We finished out both front seats by pulling tight and attaching hog lifts all around the base, using zip ties occasionally, and just making sure that it's very, very tight. And then the final part is pulling the back of the top down and covering up everything and sealing it all off.
How long you been fighting with that headrest?
Only like 30 seconds.
In the meantime.
No, I got it. Look, I got it. It's done.
Good
I got
job.
it. I mean.
Good job. Well, we got the armrest apart and the cover off and found. This is not uncommon. I've had just in the past seats and rods and seats, just years of people getting in and weight on it. So I'm gonna weld that up and help make the arm a little bit stiffer. But yeah, one more discovery.
Mm-hmm. So the armrest is a booger to put on, but it will eventually Velcro. And that's a before and after right there. This is the old one, in case you were wondering. We got this part reinstalled together. We noticed a flaw. The original had a zipper. It was not easy to unzip, but it prevented, and I probably won't be able to do it by myself. When you raise this up and you come back down, it pulls that. Yeah, it does that if you lift it up and put it back down, because it's only being held by one tiny little piece of Velcro in the back. So either put more Velcro or add a zipper like the original had. It would have been significantly stronger and tougher. But
first drive in the Jeep, we had to make a run to Walmart. I like them. They're really comfortable. Feel a lot more firm, a lot more, you know, a lot better. Sorry for the noise, but the windows are down. It's just a beautiful day, so we're enjoying all that. And just driving because I forgot my wallet, and
because I wanted to drive.
and because she wanted to drive. So yeah. Thumbs up on the seats.
We like them.
Makes it a lot more comfortable. They're almost too nice.
They're very nice.
Yeah. Almost too nice for us, but I'm sure we'll get them nasty.
I'm trying to clean these.
Yeah.
The steering wheel cover, I don't think it I don't think it did.
Yeah.
It's $9.
Okay, y'all.
Safety first.
Yeah.
OSHA approved. It's gonna be nice when we're riding around.
Is that what you're gonna do when we ride around, or just rub your face on? Okay.
It's so soft.
Sure you will. That's the milk back. What?
Black stuff.
It's just
You need to. You quit touching it.
grease on my hands.
I know you always have grease on your hands.
Tell me when you're going. Gotta give me some kind of something.
When it's up, it's going.
No, it's not. It's not. You gotta be like, okay.
Action.
You have to do that.